So I feel there is absolutely no reason why you should feel boxed in a raw vegan food diet, because there is so much like different varieties of the diet. There's so many different ways to do it. So off the top of my head, I can just think of 5, and that's what I'm going to explore today. So thanks for returning back to Raw Vegan Food Diet. If this is your first time here, we speak about all things optimal health through diet. And if you like that topic and you want to hear more about it, please subscribe and hit the bell notifications. Also, like and share this video if you see the value and you think someone else can use this information. Now back to the topic. The first diet that I want to look into that will add you a lot of variety in your diet, if that's what you prefer, is juice feasting or juice fasting. Now, a juice feast is a little different from fasting. Some people don't like to call it fasting because they don't believe that it creates autophagy, which is usually created by either dry fasting or just water fasting, which is just a no sugary type of fasting that causes autophagy. But I will call it a juice feast because you could actually juice feast throughout the duration. I believe so. We would call that a liquidarian. So that's one type of diet that the raw vegan food diet offers. And the second diet, I would say, would be a fruitarian. Now, a fruitarian, I would say, is eating at least 80% raw fruits. And of course, you can add vegetables and things like that, nuts and seeds, but that would probably be about 20% of your diet. Now, the third diet that actually comes to mind is a high carb, low fat diet. And what does that usually entail? Well, that's usually a 80-10-10 macro diet. So that would be 80% macros of carbohydrates, 10% fats, and 10% proteins. However you get that, as long as it's fresh fruits and vegetables, nuts, seeds, or sprouts, then that is a part of the raw vegan food diet. Now, the fourth one that comes to mind, again, just off the top of my head, is the keto diet. Now, you may wonder, how are you going to observe a keto diet when you are not eating meat? The keto diet would be observed more like with plant-based foods, obviously, raw plant-based foods, fruits, vegetables, but maybe you would add more fat. So things that are like 100% fat are avocados, maybe some durian, mango has a little bit of fat in it, nuts and seeds and things of that nature, nut butters. Those would probably add to your macros, being, I think it might be like anywhere from 60 to 80% fat. But that is one of the ways you can observe the raw vegan food diet if you choose to. And another one of those diets would be the high raw vegan diet. Now, what is high raw? It's basically just eating some fruits, vegetables, raw nuts and seeds and sprouts. And how much is some? It would be most likely about 80%. I would say a good 80% would come from raw fruits, vegetable, raw nuts and seeds and sprouts, and perhaps fresh juices. And then 20% of your entire diet will come from cooked foods. Now, what type of cooked foods? It's whatever you choose. But as long as it's plant-based, that would be a high raw diet. And it doesn't have to be actually plant-based either. It could be meats or whatever the case is. I would suggest strongly, though, that it would be plant-based. Preferably, if you are looking for a more healing type of diet, I would say to move over to the plant-based side entirely and just take it to 80% or even maybe 70, 75% or something like that of raw foods. So there you have it. Those are the 5 raw vegan food diets that I can just tell you off the top of my head. And I believe there are others, but those are the main ones that can keep the variety in your diet, can actually help with your schedule, can actually help with if you just have different tastes and flavors, can actually help if you are actually transitioning. And I believe I'll do another video about each one and my experience with each one, because I have had experience with each one, and even though some other ones are very limited, and I can tell you which ones are which for what particular thing you're looking for, as far as the benefits, the pros, the cons, and things like that. So stay tuned for another video, and I will talk more about these diets at length. And subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss anything, you don't want to miss an update. You will get notified if you hit the bell notifications, and please like and share this video with someone that you feel can use this information. Yet again, this is Raw Vegan Food Diet, and thank you for tuning in, and I will see you again with a very important video. Bye.